And in the end
Mhm.
of the day, I don't think that, I think that Bama loses 4 games next year.
Okay, bold takes. So you say 8-4?
I'm going 7-5. Their
Okay.
over under is 4.5. Let's say that, four and a
Okay.
half.
Who do you think their losses would be at the end of the year?
Georgia, man, Georgia. Let me pull their schedule up really quick. Georgia,
If I had to guess, I would say they play at Wisconsin in week 3. That's a very losable game, back to back with Wisconsin and Georgia. I think that those are both losable games. At Tennessee, that's a very tough place to play in
that's a
Knoxville
loss. That's a
and
loss.
Neyland. Yeah. And then I think they play at LSU. You might want to double check me on that, but I think they play at LSU. Wisconsin is the tentative one.
At Tennessee, that's a loss. They play home against Georgia. That's a loss. They play at Wisconsin. That's a loss.
Yeah, that's a tough place to play too.
At
Madison.
LSU, that's a loss. At Missouri, that's a loss.
Ooh, at Mizzou too.
No,
Okay.
no, at home versus Missouri. That's in the air. Never mind.
Yeah.
Auburn, they lose 5.
Okay. Hey, I'm right
But
there with you.
Missouri being the number what 9 or 11 seed, number I don't know,
Yeah.
they top 10, and they're returning all their players,
I was about to
and
say their whole team's coming back basically.
it's over. SEC East. Well, no, SEC is still in good hands with Georgia. No one's touching Georgia. Golly,
Do you think Georgia stays among the top?
Georgia's not going nowhere, bro. Unless their schedule is just hard. This is the first year they'll actually have a freaking decent schedule because they've been ducking Alabama in the regular season the past 20 years. So
Would you say outside of Georgia, it's pretty blown open for teams coming up in that 2 spot? Because this year it's been Bama, last year was Bama. Those kind of spots, do you think that will
yeah, I
fluster
think
throughout the year?
I think the SEC loses a little bit of credibility in a sense that they lost Bama, but you replace Bama with Texas. So at the end
Yeah.
of the day, we'll always. I think we have to have two automatic bids. Well, shoot, now let's go into 12 seed. We might have 3 or 4 teams in that mug. I don't know. You got Ole Miss. I don't trust Ole Miss, to be honest. I just think that they're a fluke. They're front runners. Ole Miss football, and I think Lane Kiffin is just a joke. He's always focused on the opponent rather than what he can
Twitter.
control. Yeah, and like he's a corny guy. So I don't think I the fact that they beat us, by a touchdown when we were awful. Like we
We
were
didn't play great. Yeah.
we were a bad football team when that game happened. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like so the
Yeah.
fact that they beat us by a touchdown, I'm just not sold. So
For me, LSU and Ole Miss are riding the same big yellow bus. I
yeah.
just don't trust Brian Kelly as head coach at LSU.
Yeah.
He's always struggled to win the big game. He's won a couple at LSU, but I just don't think he'll be able to keep that trend up. And I'm with you on Lane. I think Lane is good enough to lead a good team, but not a great team.
Mhm.
So I'm with you. I think Georgia is among the top. Throw Missouri, Tennessee, Auburn, Ole Miss, and LSU in that sort of mix.
Yep.
And those are really the teams that I think are vying for it.